Well, folks off YouTube, my name's Ian. Welcome to my channel. And short while ago, I did a video putting an evolution saw through its bases. I didn't show you the assembly. Now, it's a long video. Some of you, including me, might lose the will to live in it, but I enjoy watching a bloke who didn't think he needed to read the instructions. Enjoy. Hey, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Unpacked, and this is what we've got. We've got the folding leg frames, we've got the wheels, we've got bags of nuts and bolts, we've got one Allen key, got associated fences, rip guides, and a set of instructions. Hopefully. For the Evolution Rage 5S. I'm not sure what the S stands for. Oh my giddy aunt. Well, even I should be able to follow by numbers. Okay, doke. Well, with a cup of coffee, I think it's time for a little read. And it says to assemble this saw, you'll need a crosshead screwdriver, 8 and 10mm spannet, socket wrench, 13mm socket set, 5mm Allen key, and a rubber mallet. Well, they supplied the Allen key. There's my mallet. Right, just while I'm down here, it looks, don't forget to remove that big piece of foam there. That's what I'm up to about here, which is basically invert the machine, put it on something, soft. You don't want to scratch all the aluminium bed, do you? Ideally, keep the box, invert it on top of the box to carry on. I'd advise people to watch the video on the Evolution site first on assembly. Well, of course I didn't, I thought I could. I read the instructions. Well, let's see. I've resorted to looking at the picture, and because I can't get that bit in right, and that's because if we look here, right, we've got the handle here, we've got the on and off switch here with the handles on this side. If I look at the on and off switch here, then those should be on that side. Right, start again. So now switch here, handle, switches, handle. I'll put it back on, same bloody road. Literal bit of head scratching. I understand why. Because I said that should be that side, but that should be attached to there, because I've got it wrong way around. I'll take it all bits and start again. Well, I think we're getting lost. I've resorted to drawing at the pictures. So we've got the handle on. We've got this long section here, which is that, and that attaches to the opposite hole from the switch. So we've got the switch here, it's the opposite hole. So that attaches to there. Now, does it attach going that way, or does it attach going that way? It's got to attach going that way, hasn't it? We've resorted to drink now, because I should have watched that video. Well, I'm taking a step back because I don't understand this. I'm sure you people watching this can understand it, and it's just started to rain. Right, I've got this upside down, and I'm looking at that picture, which is the right way up, and I've got to transpose that to that. So I looked at that, and I had the handles the wrong way around, didn't I? That the bend is opposite the switch. Well, I've got the switch, I've got the bend on the same side of the switch. So even though I've took it off, put it back on the wrong way, I've took it off again and still put it back on the wrong way. So this will never work. I'm going to take it all off. I'm going to start again. Okay, so 1 hour later, and we're back to where we actually started. Apart from we've got the plastic end bungs in. Right, because my head can't understand working in the opposite, I've turned it on its edge. So now I can look at that picture and say, that curvy bit has got to be opposite the switch. Switch, curvy bit, fix it in place. What else can go wrong? Which means, if that's correct, and we've already said that that long piece connects to the one furthest away from the switch, switch furthest away, that connects to that. In order of operations, it's last, so that must connect to there. And I can only put it on one of two ways. Knowing me, it's a bit wrong way. Well, as you can see, folks, the weather's beat me. It started to rain. It looks like that upside down. Let's see if it works. Well, it falls down. We've not got the wheels on yet, but that's how it comes out. Click the switch. I've not put that on right. Raining. I'll carry on when it's not. Yeah, this has put a spanner in the works, hasn't it? So anyway, I've been well, I went to the car and I can notice that the rain must be coming this way. So we have a dry patch there. So we'll relocate to there and we'll put it right. Well, it's supposed to be a review, this, and it's turned into a flaming comedy. Right, so I'm not so bothered about getting wet. After all, skin is waterproof to an extent. And it is a warm rain, believe it or not. But I don't want what Evolution kindly sent me to get wet and then probably not work. So it's dry. We're just keeping the worst of it off. Well, the rain's bloody changed direction as well now, so I should be okay under there. So here we go under my tent and try and figure out where I've gone wrong in reading the instructions. I know where I've gone wrong. I didn't follow the video. I didn't look at the video. Told you about it, but I didn't do it. Right, listen, if I pick this up, it goes up and it locks. Feet are there, wheels are there, it's in line. So click that and it falls down. So when it's the other way around, why won't it operate? Let me do some configuring. Well, let me read instructions again. Well, folks, I've decided this is being silly. Take the glasses off because the rain covering my glasses and I can't see. So, I'm going to call it a day. We've got the Evolution Rage 5S partly assembled. Out the rain. As you can see, it's out the rain, covered up. Right, the reason I'm saying it's being silly is even if I continue and build it, I can't test it because it's raining. Can't use that as a circular saw outside in the rain, can I? Right, and once it's built, which it is, it's got to go somewhere. And there's not many places for it to go. Let's be quite honest. Let's be brutally truthful. There's not many places for it to go. Unless I get some sky hooks and stick it up there. Which means I'm better devoting the time now to make some space for it to live. And maybe to assemble it. Because believe it or not, I can. I know there's the space in here that's just... The space that's just not in the right place. If I get all those little spaces and put them together, I'll have a bigger space. At the moment, the space not in the right place. So we are going to have another drink. We're going to mosey over to the PC. We've already gone onto the Evolution website. And we are going to go to, and now I'm doing what I should have done last night, which was Evolution Tools Rage 5 assembly video. So I'm just going to, and he makes this look so easy. Yeah, I followed that, I got that bit, I stuck that on wrong 3 times. We'll turn the sound off. Yeah, put the right screws in at the right place. I got that fair, I did that. Yeah, I bunged those in, I hammered those in, to be quite honest. That struggled me for a little bit, but I did it, I got that right. I got that bit right. Step 3. This is where I probably went wrong. I know where I went wrong. When they asked me the tools to review, they give me a choice of 3. I should have gone for the tape. I should have gone for the chop saw. That's where I went wrong. You can't go wrong with a chop saw, can you? It's just like already built. Press the handle, bring it down. The only thing about that is that I'll pause that because I didn't get that. I think that's where I went wrong. Because the only thing about the chop saw is somewhere in here I've got a Rage. It's upside down, but believe me, that says Rage. Evolution double bevel mitre saw. There we go. Oh, that's a Rage 3. And it's 110 volt, that one. So it's pointless reviewing that because I've got one. Right. I'm going to continue watching where I went wrong. It'll dawn on me. It'll dawn on me. Pal, well, that's easy for you to do, believe me. So I'm going to stop there and go and see if mine does that. Right, well, it's only spitting now. So without this connected, that indeed will go up and down, as like he's said in the video. Step 3. Well, we're all the way up to step 6 now, and we've done that, and we've done that. I even hammered it in with a rubber hammer like that, and I take them up and put them spacers in, and did that at that. Oh, I don't remember doing that. I must have done. Right. So that lifts up and down, yeah, and then connects with the spaces in the middle. And then this is the bit. This is the bit coming up. Does mine look like that? Yeah, it looks right. Right. Well, I know I've certainly put the wheel nuts and bolts in on the wrong way round, because I did it the other way. I've got the that bit on. Well, there, that's where I've gone wrong. It's a 2-man job, and I've been on my own. Right. I don't do that. Man doesn't do that. Wow. Right. Well, this is the bit where I've gone wrong. It must be. Right, there we go. He's wheels it, yes. he puts it down, he presses that pedal and it unfolds. Mine doesn't do that. Right. So it looks the same as that video. He comes over, he presses that, and it unfolds. However, that doesn't do anything. I know that that is supposed to catch on that. That tells me that because I was doing it upside down and in the reverse, that should be so if I just turn it round, then that will end up on that side, won't it? Which means maybe that's also do me head in this. Anyway, that's the problem. That should be at the bottom. Well, simples. Simples. So, 15th time lucky. I've got somehow to get that catch fitting there. Yeah, now, let's be clear. The instructions are pretty straightforward. The video's pretty straightforward. The people at Evolution just didn't take into account idiots like Ian, who's used to taking things apart, not putting things together. We'll get there. So with that off, we need that catch to catch on there, which is simple enough, which means that hole there lines up with that hole there, right? So that means there's a hole at the top. We know where to go, which means that really should go in there, but then that needs to go in a different hole. Oh, my brain hurts. Tell you what, I'll go and watch that video again. As Ian sits here cogitating, and I know that's got to go there, and I know that that hole has got to line up with that hole. It means that there's that hole that's already taken up. However, look, there's a spur hole down there, isn't there? No. Right. Yeah. Hang on, that's going. That connects to that hole. That connects to that hole. And that must go through that hole, which means that long piece, yeah, must connect to that hole. Simples. Well, folks, I should have done this in the beginning. Right, so I've got the video playing of how to assemble this thing, because I'm nearly there. I'm just not quite right. It's something to do with that piece. Maybe that piece is on the wrong way. So I'm just going to watch this and see just where I've gone wrong. And it's something to do with that piece. Something to do with that piece. Right, I'm going to carry on watching. Step three, 4 hours later. Tell you what, you can't do anything here but helicopters flying past. Anyway, we seem to be winning. This bar I had on top, and it should have been underneath, which prevented it from going low enough for the catch to click on that catch there. So we seem to be winning back to the destructions. Oh, you're going to laugh or else you'd cry. So, step 6 shows clearly that I am supposed to put, I'm not starting again at the beginning. Right, so I've got to stick that in that way. Oh, I've missed that bit. Which basically is I've got to match those 2 square holes up. Which means when I unfold that back, they'll go through those holes. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Well, stuff me sideways if mine doesn't just look like that. I guess the proof of the pudding is turning it over, even though I don't have somebody else to help me turn it over. I'm a big enough lad to do it myself. Onwards and forwards. I suppose I might as well change the wheel fittings the right way around. Like I said, that is supposed to be that way. Put a bit of air on it, you'll get it in. Oh, will I? Why is my life so hard? Ah, well, quite clearly, Ian, you've got the washer in the wrong place. So, that washer is supposed to be on this side. I think this side is going to my head. I really do. I'm losing the will, I really am. Still, it'll all be worth it in the end. Might have to put that on a bit too tight. Yes! This has got to work. Well, ladies and gents, what can I say? It's been a trial, it's been a tribulation. And it's not down to evolution. The instructions are there. They've made them kind of idiot-proof, but they didn't make them Ian-proof. I should have watched that video. I told you at the beginning, watch the video. I didn't really read the instructions. I just, oh, I can do this. Well, I couldn't. But enough said. The only kind of worry is I've got some bits left over. All right, these bungs, they're easy. Why have I got two bolts left over? 2 bolts left over. 2 washers. Oh, I was say no nuts, but I've got these. I'll have to read the instructions for that, I guess. Ian. So these are the spanners for changing the blade, and they're held on with the same type of nut. Right, find an hole I can bang. Pardon the expression. There's one. Make sure it's you get your slots lined up. That goes in there, and that one goes in there. I've got one left over. Anyway, I'll find an hole that needs banging in and sort it out. Well, that one goes in there. It's got line the slots up with the screws. Now, I've banged some things in tight places in my time, but I'm not going to be able to do that. There's another reason why you should follow the instructions as they tell you to do. I'm like, oh, I bagged these bungs in at the end, and now I find I don't have the room to bang them in. Well, there's a will, there's a relative. I'll get it in, don't worry. Oh my God, I mean, Evolution are going to say, what sort of video review is this? They're going to demand I take it down. There, she's banged in. Not as tight as I like. No, I could sort that out. It's been a long time coming, but look at this. Are you ready? That's just one-handed. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Right, I've got a few bits of things to sort out yet. Ease of operation, one-handed. Right, I have a few things, a bit of fettling to do. As in, at the very beginning, at the very first page, it tells you to align this gauge to 0. And I didn't. So now I've got to do. Well, ladies and gents of YouTube, it's been a trial and a tribulation, can't deny. My apologies obviously have to go to Evolution Tools. The instructions are quite explicit if you read them. The video is quite, is there such a word as followable? You can follow it along quite easily. Pause it. I made some elemental mistakes in trying to assemble this. It took me all day. It took me 3 hours. Should have took me 40 minutes on the outside. Alas, doesn't leave me enough time to run the Evolution Rage 5S through its paces. Stainless, not stainless, aluminium, mild steel, plyboard, MDF, fire extinguishers. Okay, I have to get that one in, don't I? Right, I'm going to call this video it for now. The next one, I'll put the Evolution Rage 5S through its paces and see if that blade does what it says on the tin. Ian, outside is shed. Enjoy yourselves. I'll see you in the next one.